Welcome back to our Post-Gazette Sports YouTube channel. I'm here with our Post-Gazette Girls Athlete of the Week. It's Josie Fontana from Oakland Catholic. Hi, Josie. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
No doubt. And I think a worthy selection, of course. Oakland Catholic off to another great start. Our defending WPIAL Class 4A Girls Champion. Josie, a senior this year and as a junior last year, played a key role helping secure your first title in almost 2 decades for Oakland Catholic, which sounds pretty crazy to think about, right? For all the success that OC has had as a program, right? But Coach Henry Schechter coming in and helping lead, the Eagles to the first title in his first year as a coach, right? So, what was it like having, a new coach come in there and instill a new culture there and help lead you to a title there in his first year with the school?
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely an adjustment just considering, he was a new coach, he's not from the Pittsburgh area. Um, but I mean, like you said, he came in, he instilled a completely different culture, got us um onto like the same page with each other. Everybody just making sure like having accountability for things, making sure we're all going the hardest, trying our best in practice, and that really turned over and it showed in games. How much he did, and the new, like, just adjusting to a new offense, adjusting to new defenses. It really showed in the games, and that's why we were able to come in and you know beat people and win that WPIAL championship.
Yeah, what was that moment like for you? At the Pete when that final horn sounded and you realized that you were a champ.
It was insane, a whirlwind of emotions, definitely, especially just because of how close that game was, and also considering we we were there, we were at the WPIAL championship my freshman year and lost. But other than that, like, there were only two people, me and then the two seniors from last year, that were like actually on that team and in that position. And considering Blackhawk had been there 3 years like every year previously, so just coming in kind of as the underdog, and winning it in a close game, it was surreal. It's every kid's dream to go out and win a championship, and yeah, it was amazing. One of the most fun games I've ever played.
Yeah, and so this year you had a little bit of a wake-up call that first game, right? Playing the 2A state champs, Berlin Brothers Valley. I mean, they're a smaller school,
Yeah.
but man, they're pretty tough, right? What was that game like for you and the team?
I think it was definitely just showed us that we needed to just like step things up, considering it was our first game, and we had four girls on our basketball team that played volleyball, played fall sports. So we weren't together as much as a team that we wish like we could have had back. So I think it just showed us that we need to, bring our group together, can keep rolling with our like culture, and just that that's not how the rest of the season could go. That's not the turnout that we can have if we want to go out and do and be back-to-back champions. It's Yeah.
And you've been on a roll ever since then, of course. And over the holidays, you went down to Florida.
Yeah.
Obviously it looked like a fun trip. Not just enjoying the sun down at the beach, right? But had a really successful time. You went 2-1, almost came out undefeated. Went to down to the wire in the finals there with apparently the number one team in 6A in Florida there with Nova in the finals of the Palm Beach Classic, lost 48-47. But what was that experience like, taking that trip and, getting some really valuable experience there with those games?
Uh, that trip was so much fun. Obviously it was a business trip, so we were there on basketball, but it was great team bonding and just learning more about each other, that we didn't have that time in the fall for. But I mean, Novo's a great team. It was unfortunate the way we lost and, losing by 1 in overtime. I fouled out. And I think that was kind of hard on me just because I think it could have gone a different way if I wasn't in there. And we also had Steph and I on our team foul out as well. So just a little bit of not as experienced play. We had some freshmen in the game at the end, and I think that experience helps a lot with things. But it's a learning experience for everyone. As much that was all we could do, and we played our hearts out. And like I said, it was a learning experience. So that was hopefully our last loss of the season, and just using that to push through and as we get into playoffs.
Yeah, so we got you ranked number 2 in 4A. It's obviously a loaded crop there of teams at the top. We got Blackhawk undefeated at the top. You can make an argument there a number of different ways. So where do you feel like you deserve to be ranked as a defending champs right now?
I mean, I think you really got to look at strength of schedule, especially out of section, because there's not much you can do about your section being good or bad, but you pick those out of section schedules. And I think our out of section has been really tough. And I haven't gotten the chance to look at Blackhawks, but considering if they're undefeated, I don't know how big of a jump that would be. But I mean, that WPIAL champions, and we haven't lost to anyone in the WPIAL area, so I think that gives us a good chance to be number 1, and I think we deserve that number 1 spot. But if there's people rooting against us, that just gives more fuel to the fire.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to see come playoff time, right?
Yes.
So you obviously are one of 2 players in the area, along with Erica Gribble, that's going to be a Richmond Spider for the next 4 years, or at least going into next year. So what was that recruitment process like, and how did you come up? What about the Spiders, drew you in and made you decide that you want to go to Richmond? And how excited are you to go there and get your college career going after this?
Yeah. The recruiting process was honestly insane. I was during the summer after AU tournaments, I was on the phone with like 4, 5, 6 coaches a day, just talking, texting, FaceTiming, whatever the coach wanted to do, I was up for it. But what drew me to Richmond was just their winning culture. Coach Russell has a great winning record there. They went to the NCAA tournament, beat Georgia Tech there. And I love their facilities were great. I love their coaching staff, and just the culture that they bring in. All the girls there put their time and effort into being a winning team with a winning culture. It just really drew me there. I'm super excited to go. Just keep using that winning culture. Maggie Dugan's there right now. She's arguably one of the best Division I players, and outperforming a lot of different people. So I'm very excited to get up there.
I can tell just by your smile right now. So are you and Erica close? Have you known her for a while, just like based on the AAU circuit at all, or did that factor in your decision, or you just both happened to wind up signing on the same dotted line there?
I'd known of her. We never really talked before. I signed because she signed before me. But I tried not to look at, what other people were doing, and try not to compare, because everyone's journey is different. So I don't think her being there was not a factor for me. Just wanted to find a place that fit for me personally. But I'm excited. She's a great player. Clearly she's outperforming everyone at GCC, and I'm excited to be teammates with her and make each other better.
Yeah. Well, when you're not on the basketball court, what do you like to do for fun in your spare time?
I love playing volleyball. Going out with my friends, going to eat, being with my siblings. If I have enough time, sometimes I like to paint, but reading, watching movies, typical stuff,
How
I
many
guess.
siblings do you have?
I have 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you like a
Yeah.
middle child or one of the? Okay.
Yeah. I have 2 older brothers and then 2 younger sisters, and then my youngest sibling is my little brother.
Wow. Okay. Do you have any favorite songs or anything you like to listen to before games to get you ready to go?
Not like directly before games, but if there's the JV game that we're watching beforehand, or if we're at a tournament we're watching beforehand, I like to keep it like chill. Like I don't like to amp myself up a lot, because I think it gets my nerves up really high, and I don't want that. I want to be relaxed and confident. So just like I have a chill playlist, just some like Olivia Dean, SZA, um, Giveon, just really try to just calm myself down and know that I've prepared and worked hard to go out and perform in the game.
And do you have one prized possession that you can't live without?
I don't know. I mean, my WPIAL medal's pretty great, but realistically saying, I love my headphones and my AirPods and my phone.
Thanks, Josie.
Thank you.
Thank you for checking out this content from Post-Gazette Sports. If you watch this video on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. For all of the sports coverage the Post-Gazette has to offer, visit post-gazette.com.